Good morning, everyone! We're so glad you made it back for our last day on Journey to Nineveh. Can you believe it's been 3 days already? So far, we've heard about Jonah being called by the Lord to call the city of Nineveh to repent. But did Jonah obey? That's right, he didn't. Jonah actually went in the totally opposite direction and tried to board a merchant ship to run away from God. Did that work? You got it. It didn't. Jonah nearly got himself and a group of sailors killed because of his disobedience until Jonah convinced them to throw him overboard. Did that get Jonah away from the Lord? That's right. That didn't work either. Jonah was about to drown in the sea when God called a great fish to swallow him until he repented and agreed to obey what God had told him to do in the first place. What happened after that? Ew! That's right. You guys really know your stuff. Jonah was vomited up on the beach by the great fish. Thanks for helping me recap what we've covered the past couple of days. Well, I don't know about you, but I can't wait to hear about what happened next to Jonah after he hit the beach. So what do you say we bring out this morning's guest who has a first-hand account of what Jonah did and the impact he had on the wicked city of Nineveh? Please give an epic welcome to the king of the city of Nineveh!
Whoa, what's up, little dudes?
Good morning, Your Majesty. We're honored to have you join us here today.
I'm amped to be here. And why are we here?
I thought it would be convenient to meet you near Nineveh.
Okay, appreciate it, but would much rather be at the beach if it's okay with you.
Sounds good to me. To the beach, Your Majesty.
Whoa, wrong way. This is my palace, not the beach.
It's beautiful, Your Majesty.
Thanks, but you can crush the Your Majesty talk. My bros just call me King, or sometimes Khan. Aw, yeah, this is more like it.
You were saying you wanted me to call you Khan?
You know, Khan. K-O-N, as in King of Nineveh. Khan.
Well, it's great to have you here with us today, King. The past several days, we've heard from other eyewitnesses of Jonah who have told us about his disobedience and failed attempts to run away from the Lord. But you're unique because you can give us a first-hand account of Jonah when he actually obeyed the Lord and allowed the Lord to work through him to save over 120,000 in the city of Nineveh.
Classic.
Well, could you tell us a little bit about your experience with Jonah?
I would be most honored, bro. But first, you gotta understand me and my peeps in Nineveh and how wicked we were. And I mean wicked in the worst way. See, Nineveh was the capital of Assyria, located in the which is the upper Mesopotamia region of Assyria. You know this area now as Iraq. Well, our entire history was filled with a reign of violence, terror, torture, and killing. We weren't just slapping people with fish, if you know what I'm saying. When we conquered the nations around us, we not only killed them, but we'd carry home parts of their leaders' bodies as souvenirs of war. We thought this was a way for us to intimidate others and remove any chance of rebellion, but it was just cruel. Although we had not attacked the nation of Israel at this point, we had a truly gnarly reputation all over and nobody messed with us or even liked us, including the Israelites. But God had other plans.
Like what? Is this how Jonah comes into the picture?
Exactamundo, my dude. See, something else you need to know about us Ninevites is that we love fish. Now, I'm not just talking about us eating at Captain D's or Long John Silver's all the time. When I say we love fish, we actually worshipped fish. The god we worshipped at the time was a fish god named Dagon, and you can read about how others falsely worshipped him in the books of Joshua, Judges, 1 Samuel, and Zephaniah. See, when Jonah came on the scene, we heard about this dude who had been swallowed by a fish, speared by a great fish, lived to tell about it because his God, the maker of heaven and earth, protected him and was telling him to give us a message directly from the Lord. So here's this dude, smelling like week old sushi, looking like he's just gone through the spin cycle of a washing machine because he spent 3 days in the belly of a fish, with a message from the Lord. You better believe we're going to listen.
What great message did Jonah have to give from the Lord?
He said, "Yet 40 days, and Nineveh shall be overthrown."
And what else?
That was it.
That was it?
That was it. Yet 40 days, and Nineveh shall be overthrown.
So what did you do?
We believed God and repented big time, dude. We turned from our sin and asked Jonah's God, the maker of heaven and the earth, to forgive us. The people called for a fast and put on sackcloth, which meant they didn't eat, and wore clothes of sorrow made of goat's hair. When word finally got to me, I was so convicted that I removed my kingly clothes, put on sackcloth too, and decreed that no one, not men, women, children, or even animals, should eat or drink anything, and should be covered in sackcloth. I also decreed that everyone call out to God and turn from their violence in hopes that God would turn from his anger, that we might not perish.
So what happened?
God destroyed us.
What?
Just kidding, bro. When God saw what we did, that we were asking for forgiveness and had turned from our sin, God in his mercy forgave us and did not destroy us.
Phew! You had me worried there for a second.
Yeah, it was amazing that God chose to show us mercy through the message given by the reluctant prophet Jonah. Through him, God chose to spare my entire city, made up of me and over 120,000 of my people. And if God can use Jonah to speak with us Ninevites, he can definitely use any of you to speak with someone about the salvation that only comes through Jesus Christ.
Well, that's a great way to conclude our interview, and I'm so thankful you were able to visit us today, King.
No problemo, dude. This has been Neato Bandito.
Kids, let's thank the King for visiting us today and telling us more about how God used Jonah to save the evil city of Nineveh from their sin and impending destruction.
Later on it, dudes.
What do you say we sing a song before you go with your group leaders to explore Nineveh one last time?